Hey there, Rich Brome from Phone Scoop here with a quick look at LG's new flagship phone for 2018, the unfortunately named G7 ThinQ. Last year's G6 was the first phone with a tall 2:1 ratio display that fills the front, and the first with rounded display corners. Other companies quickly caught up on these display trends, and LG themselves followed up with the V30 with its sleeker design and no-compromise specs. The G7 is basically just a narrower V30, and that's a very good thing. LG even managed to put a larger display into a body smaller than the V30. How'd they do that? A notch, naturally. The notch is quickly becoming standard. I prefer to think of it as an area separate from the main screen, dedicated to all those little icons and indicators. LG has fully embraced this idea, calling the notch ears a new second screen. Like some other phones this year, LG lets you give the notch ears a black background for a cleaner look. LG even lets you customize the notch background and control how rounded the virtual screen corners are below the notch. One bummer is that the screen is LCD instead of OLED. That means the notch ears don't have a perfectly black background, and forget using the G7 for decent VR. The G7 feels every bit as sleek and premium as it looks. It's a great size and shape. LG has added a new side button which activates the voice assistant. This button can't be customized, but at least it activates the relatively useful Google Assistant. There's also USB-C with fast charging, fast wireless charging, a 3.5mm audio jack, and it takes memory cards. The body is sealed to protect it against water, and LG has cleverly used this to turn the space inside the phone into a speaker cabinet, much like a standalone home speaker. LG has also included the high-end audio chip it usually reserves for the V series. Impressively, the G7 is thinner than Samsung's Galaxy S9. It's about as thin as flagship phones come, and with minimal camera bump. The G7 continues LG's strategy of offering a dedicated high-quality, wide-angle camera. It's something I find quite useful. The second camera can also be used to create a portrait effect, of course. The G7 includes all the crazy camera features from the V30, such as cine and manual modes for video. The manual photo mode includes the nifty Graphy presets feature, and a good interface for controlling things like shutter speed, which can do long exposures up to 30 seconds. There's also automatic scene detection. Like everyone else, LG is calling this AI. That's a stretch, but it is useful to have the camera automatically detect fruit or sunsets and tune the camera settings accordingly. Better yet, its automatic night mode employs cutting-edge pixel binning technology to deliver better low-light photos with less noise. In sum, this is one of the more promising phones we've seen this year. While it doesn't leap ahead of the competition in any obvious way, it definitely keeps pace with the best, with almost no compromise. We look forward to reviewing it.